All right, joining us now, Senator Tom Cotton, the great state of Arkansas. Senator, let me start with the New York Times. I think this is important. With all the focus on one riot on January 6th, and by the way, they didn't even get the intelligence that we now know they had, that something might happen that day, and they didn't act on it, which is what they should have been investigating. Let me ask you, we had 574 riots in the summer of 2020. We had thousands of injured cops, billions in property damage, and dozens of dead Americans. Why would the New York Times react that way to your op-ed?
Well, Sean, thanks for that trip down memory lane. I think what unites both of these moments, whether it's me pointing out before any of the shutdowns in America even happened, that this virus almost certainly originated in a lab in Wuhan, not some food market there, and saying that we should use whatever law enforcement or military force is necessary to restore order when rioters and looters were rampaging our streets, are very closely connected. The only conspiracy here was a conspiracy of silence among the left in America, whether it's the liberal media that was trying to silence me and others making these basic points, or Democratic politicians like Joe Biden and Nancy Pelosi saying we were racist or nativist or xenophobic. And then you had MSNBC and CNN and all the rest piling on. And then you have people, in the government like Tony Fauci, as you were pointing out earlier, adding more fuel to this conspiracy of silence, trying to squelch all dissent about the party line. And I want to remind everyone that both of these points were just basic common sense. Anyone could look at the facts on the ground in Wuhan and say, this virus most likely came from that lab. What I said about deploying the National Guard or active troops if necessary when local law enforcement was overwhelmed or not allowed to do its job, again, was supported by a majority of Americans. Yet when it doesn't play into their ideological preconceptions, the left simply wants to silence all dissent.
Isn't it amazing the very people that spread conspiracy theories about Trump-Russia collusion are the ones making that accusation? You turn out to be right. Have any of these organizations contacted you and said that they're sorry, asked for an opportunity to correct the record?
No, not yet, Sean. I think this is what therapists or psychiatrists might call projection. And I suspect most of the people at the New York Times who had the meltdown are dealing with therapists and psychiatrists on a regular basis. But no, so far they have not reached out to me. Now, I will give credit where credit is due. Jim Bennett, who was the editor that was fired for this, did contact me months ago, said privately what he has since said publicly, that he should not allow the New York Times to issue a so-called correction to my op-ed. He shouldn't have done that. I appreciate that. There's nothing wrong in anything I said back then. The American people knew it then, and they know it now.
Senator, you were right on both issues, and they do owe you an apology, but I wouldn't hold my breath. We appreciate you being with us. Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.